Global warming, melting more than just your ice cream. We live in the 21st century, and boy are we having a ball of a time. We have it all: good food, smartphones, air conditioning, the internet, cars, and most importantly, we have a Hulk. Just kidding. And though we enjoy the fruit of these perks almost every single day, we cannot shun the fact that there will be side effects. It isn't hard to see that with each form of new technology, buildings, or other man-made entities, the Earth takes a blow to its natural prehistoric cycles. In the past, the Earth shuffled between extremely hot and cold phases, much before humans were around. There were factors such as the intensity of the sun, volcanic eruptions, shift in winds, the magnetic field, even the tilt of the Earth that contributed to climate change. All of these factors had something in common. They occurred naturally. But, give or take a million years, things changed when humans got into the picture. According to records, it is clear that ever since the mid-20th century, the shift in climate patterns is a result of human intervention. Sure, there are still naturally caused effects, but that is minuscule as compared to the impressions we have made on Earth's climate. And this has led to one major problem. That is global warming. In this video, find out how climate patterns around the world are changing due to global warming. Only on Served Hot TV. Global warming is a phenomenon that is observed since the pre-industrial period, owing to human activities. What did we do? Well, for us, survival wasn't enough. We started burning fossil fuels, cleared land for development, built dams to generate power, and exploited other natural resources to enjoy the luxuries of life. This gravely altered the natural climate globally, but it did not stop there. Because even today, we continue to ignore the dull future of Earth that's right there in front of us. Scientists have made eye-opening discoveries using equipment that monitor climate change. Here is a glimpse into some of those disastrous effects. Rise in temperature. Studies have shown that since the pre-industrial phase, global temperature has increased by 1 degree Celsius. Today, the global temperature continues to rise at 0.2 degrees Celsius each decade. That is not a good sign at all. On February 6, 2020, a temperature of 18.3 degrees Celsius was recorded in one of the coldest places on Earth, Antarctica. This is a place that is almost entirely covered in ice throughout the year and has never before experienced such a high temperature, which brings us to the next effect: the ice melt. The increased heat from global warming does a whole lot more. There was a time when most of the Earth was frozen. The ice at the Earth's poles has started to melt faster than anticipated. Reduced thickness of ice means less heat from the sun is reflected in the atmosphere. The Glacier National Park in Montana has seen a significant glacial retreat since 2017. Some of these ice formations have lost 85% of their size. If the ice melts, where does it go? Rise in sea levels. We know that when ice caps melt, the water flows back into the sea. In 2014, the World Meteorological Organization reported an accelerated sea level rise by 0.12 inches each year. Since 1870, sea levels have risen about 8 inches. This is only expected to rise higher and higher with time. Also, with increased CO2 levels, some of it is absorbed by the ocean, which increases the acidity of seawater. This mixture is called carbonic acid and is harmful to the creatures of the sea, dissolving an ever-increasing number of their shells. Let's not forget, with a rise in sea levels, people living along the coast will be displaced because the places they once called homes will be submerged underwater. Impact on plants, animals, insects, and birds. With places on the map getting hotter than before, it is clear that many species have started to migrate. They've moved up north, away from the equator, in search of more suitable temperatures. After all, they're just responding to their instincts. If this continues, there are many species that will not be able to adapt to climate change. Warmer climates also increase the risk and spread of disease-causing pathogens that were restricted to only a certain area. All of this will make such wildlife vulnerable and sooner or later result in their extinction. Extreme weather conditions. This type of weather is another effect of global warming. Earlier, there was a fixed pattern where climate change was concerned. There was a balance between hot and cold climates. But with global warming, the climate has become very unpredictable. Some places experience extreme cold conditions or severely hot conditions, both of which will soon be unsuitable to live in. Even we have been experiencing colder than normal winters here in the country. Other extreme weather conditions include increased lightning strikes, heat waves, blizzards, droughts, rainstorms, and a whole lot of ugly. With such conditions, here's the last one on our list for today. Social effects on society. With changing climate patterns, surely there's going to be unnatural changes in the human society around the world. There will be famines, loss of crops, shortage of livestock, and potable water will become rare. And if this happens, there will be panic globally. People will start riots, resulting in political instability, and nations will fall. According to the American Medical Association, global warming has resulted in increased mosquito-borne diseases, even chronic conditions. This leads to virus outbreaks and a lot of human casualties. We agree with this, especially with how life has come to a standstill in these trying times. These are some of the effects of global warming on the climate we see today. There are a few things we can do to stop this. We can use renewable sources of energy, such as solar panels, reducing the use of air conditioners at home. Invest in energy-efficient appliances to reduce emissions, drive fuel-efficient cars, reduce the wastage of water. Even plant more trees. But most importantly, you must spread the word to friends and family. Let others know about the impacts of global warming. If it helps, show them this video. In the end, it's all about how we, as individuals, can work together to make the Earth a safe haven for generations to come. Like and subscribe for more. Drop a comment if you want to share any views about global warming. Thanks for watching Served Hot TV.